Hello, everyone. It's been a long time since we've been in the Fools, but welcome back.
Hey, are you starting without me?
Um, no. Ah!
You're supposed to wait for me. I'm the one they want to see.
Uh, no thanks. Go back to your
Have some fruit salad. I was playing
plane.
with the green clouds.
Welcome back to season 2 of the Fools. We had a bit abrupt of an ending for season 1 of the Fools, but
Holidays.
holidays happened, and we kind of planned out some new ideas for the
We moved
structure.
we moved servers.
We did move servers. That was one of the big things we've done since last time is we did move servers. I originally had the server hosted by a server hosting site, and it wasn't doing it for us. It was
We were murdering that
we
server.
were murdering that server. It was the big thing was I think the server was only running on like 2 gigs of RAM,
Yeah.
which is not very much. In normal vanilla sense, it's plenty. But when it comes to mods, they
And
are
51
horribly
mods at that.
they are horribly optimized and cause vicious amounts of lag.
And so most of them have pretty poor memory leaks
Yeah,
because nobody really cares.
yeah. So there's a lot of memory leaks, a lot of lag. So overall, the experience that we were seeing towards the end of last season was not the best. So we moved away from the server host, and we have a dedicated server now. In Fibble, Fibble has a dedicated server for us. And so that is what we are using now for the series. It should be a lot smoother. There should be a lot less / no random bits of lag and lag spikes. I'm probably leaning a bit towards a lot less. I don't know if we're going to completely remove that, but we should be. What
Oh, hopefully should be less.
how much RAM are we running on the server right now?
It's capacity or what we're actually using at the moment.
Probably the capacity.
Capacity, we're now up to 8 gigs of capacity.
All right, so we have at least 4 times as much RAM as we had on the old server, so that should reduce a significant amount of issues that we might have been seeing or that we were seeing on the last server. It's also just going to save us a lot of money. Um, Using an outside source for a server can be expensive, especially if you want something decent. And I can't tell you how much an 8 gig server probably would have cost me. A lot. A lot. So that was one of the major changes we underwent since the transition from last season to this season. Also, we were saying,
What?
holidays jumped in the way, and we kind of took a little bit of time off to do the holiday business with our families and friends. We also decided to take a short break between the last season, or near at the end of the last season, just to kind of figure out the plans of what we wanted to do with the series. First season was a bit unorganized, and by a bit I mean a lot unorganized. We didn't really plan it out that well. It was kind of a wing it, last minute. What do we want to do today? Let's try to do it. And most of the times it came up to, I don't know. Let's figure something out. It was, to say the least, it was very unorganized. And so we decided that with the last episode that was released, that we would dub that as the end of season 1 and move on to season 2 into a lot more of a structured, organized kind of series. One that is focused a lot more on specific goals and objectives that we would like to complete for the season. So we have decided on a 20 episode format for the season. And we have already planned out the whole season as to our ultimate goal is going to be for the season. What every episode is going to kind of try to do. We're probably going to end up kind of shifting things as we go. But ultimately, we have a very structured format for what we want to do with the series this season. the big thing with this season is we want to focus on a few particular mods, that being Twilight Forest, Twilight Forest and the Aether. We also want to focus on
That's what it was.
Mo creatures, forestry, and is there another one?
Twilight Forest, Aether, Forestry, Harvest Craft.
Harvest Craft, and a little bit of Bibliocraft.
Forestry, yeah, a little bit.
Ooh, just a touch of Bibliocraft. So we're focusing a lot more on the mods that are more organic. They're more nature-y themed, trees and animals, the other dimensions. So we're kind of focusing more on those versus kind of just going all out with all the particular types of mods. And then, ideally the goal with it is that each season we're going to choose a new type of theme for the season and kind of explore mods related to those. I don't know if we want to mention what we're planning for next season. We might keep that for later.
Yeah, we'll save that for later.
But
season 3 is already semi in the works.
we have some ideas for season 3 already. So
if there's anything you guys would like to see, let us know.
Yes, I agree. As always, you're more than welcome to leave suggestions or feedback regarding...
Or hate comments towards Rock.
Hate comments towards Fevel. In regards to what you would like to see with the series, but we're kind of narrowing our scope towards a more focused theme for the season of what we would like to do. Although we have it all planned out for the season, I don't think we're going to spoil it just yet as to what we plan to do. We'll leave it as a surprise for each episode, but we do have a general layout of how all the episodes for this season is going to go, ideally, if things don't go horribly wrong. But again, we're going to be focusing on those specific mods that we mentioned, and I bet at least working on a few of the projects that are in our house that we would like to finish, or that at least that we started. Which, speaking of projects,
that was my transition.
Oh, go ahead, continue.
Speaking of stuff that we haven't finished, let's go look at this room, because we still haven't finished this room. Just kidding, don't come look at this room. We streamed, what was it?
A couple weeks ago?
2-3 weeks ago, probably. We just got the bug. We were still planning all of the season stuff, so we've just decided to finish the power generation room.
Yeah.
And now we don't have to climb up some janky scaffolding into a tunnel of doom and so it looks all nice and sexy now.
Yeah. So we went ahead, like Fevel was mentioning, we went ahead and we had the bug. We wanted to do some full server stuff, but it was stuff that we were in transition between seasons. We didn't really want to record it.
It's loud in here.
It is loud in here. We didn't really want to record it, but we wanted to do some live streaming together on the Fulls, and so we went ahead and finished up 100% of the power processing room. Lots of fitted quarry stone and abyssal stone.
We need to put a door here still.
Yeah.
So this is the upper maintenance shaft where we have our charcoal, which we're down to 114 stacks because we didn't play for so long that our cart ran out of thing, and it was just kind of burning stuff.
Is it still out of fuel? I fixed that like a while ago, but
yeah, no, we filled it back up.
Okay.
And then I don't.
And we were using these sexy inverted white cage lamps. I like them. They fit really well into the kind of the power plantish type of feel to this area.
And then to get into the bottom maintenance, we run through the yet to be finished power storage room.
This is more or less a separate project.
Yep.
We have the upper area, which I guess it kind of goes down here as well. But this particular part of the area is more of the power generation room. So at least that part of the project we completed. But
we have a lot of coal down here.
stacks upon stacks of coal. We do.
Surprisingly, more than we've ever had at the bottom.
It's not like we're cooking a lot, though. How is our MFSU over here? Oh, it's
max.
full.
Oh,
40
of course it's
bajillion units of power.
I'm gonna go double check and throw some stuff up in the cart.
So yes, we went on live stream. We recorded our expedition into finishing the power generation room. And
then, aside from episodes, there will likely be more live streams this season.
Yes,
too.
we would ideally like to try to get at least a few live streams out during the season. We don't have a schedule or anything in regards to live streams, but it is definitely something we would like to try to do a little bit more. Now, I'm not sure if we're going to upload the VODs to YouTube or not. If you guys would like to see that, let me know in the comments.
Or we can even edit them down too.
Yeah, we can. There's always that possibility of editing down. I will try to keep the VODs on Twitch for as long as I can, and I guess we could let you guys know whenever we put a VOD up. Or if you are a follower on Twitch and or Twitter, you should get notifications in regards to that. In regards to the live streams. But yeah, we're hoping to do a bit more live streaming this season. I think we did one live stream last season when we were building the Nether teleporter room.
Yeah, and the hallway and all of that.
Yeah, that general area. Kind of the carving out of that. I think you carved it out and then we live streamed, kind of pseudo filling it in.
Kind of. Well, there was a whole lot of work there, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah. I think overall that is roughly the plan.
That is updates. And speaking of going back to the server updates, it's currently running at double the memory, like actually running at 4 gigs of RAM.
Oh, wow.
So we're running at double what we even had capacity for. And we restarted it just before this. Yeah.
So yeah, just to show you how memory intensive mods can be. But I think that's kind of the gist of the information in regards to the idea and goals for the season. A little bit of what we've done since last time. Is there anything else you can think of, Phil?
Not really.
I think that is kind of it. Everything else is pretty close to being the same. I think we carved out a bit of this since last time.
Yeah. Down under here, we carved out some more.
Carved out down here. We have
not entirely sure for what. We were just kind of digging.
Yeah. We have a ridiculous amount of lava and cobblestone.
We have a ridiculous amount of scrap boxes as well.
We can have a scrappy lottery.
We could.
You ready?
How many did you put in there?
It was whatever was in there. I didn't add any in there. Oh, I'm gonna grab these wooden tools. Ye old scrappy lottery.
Will we get anything good?
Probably
I can guarantee not.
Can almost guarantee we will not.
I think we got a diamond once, didn't we?
Yeah, we got at least a diamond. I'm hoping for more, but we're not having the best of luck. Oh, an emerald. That's something.
Hey, it's something.
I mean, grass blocks are pretty good.
Yeah, that would have been nice to have before we grew grass clear down to the
down to the
Twilight Forest portal.
I thought we had a... Oh, no, we started growing it, and then we got the silk touch.
Yeah.
I'm out of space.
Man, that thing's loud.
It is loud. Oh. And... Survey says... An emerald.
An emerald. An ender pearl isn't the worst thing to have.
That'd have been nice to have... when we were actually trying to find the end.
Hey, it was in our backyard.
Hey, it took us enough of time to try to get the Enderman because they didn't spawn for shit.
Oh, that is true. That is definitely true. And we'll clean up all the stuff in that chest later.
Yeah, let me throw some garbage back in here. So the next thing we wanted to kind of randomly do while we are already here, at least the kick off the season, kind of one of the things we wanted to one of the goals we wanted to achieve with this season is kind of finishing off some of the projects that we had in our base, which this front pathway is definitely one of those projects that we would like to complete. We've had this sitting here for far too long. We created like either at the half point or the 3/4 point of the season last season.
Probably closer to half.
Yeah, it's this pathway has just been here for far too long, or janky pathway has been here for far too long, and it would be nice to kind of make some type of interesting pathway. So we had a few suggestions for which blocks people wanted us to use, and for the life of me, it's been too long and I don't remember any of them.
I don't remember. I don't even remember what episode it was. So
it's been a while. So we'll probably end up winging it. This is what we do best. We wing it. So ideally, it's going to be something. Oh, you're breaking down the waterfall?
Yep.
All right.
I don't know if we're going to murder the cows.
Do we have any nearby cows? Oh, well, we could probably just murder them. They haven't really been serving us any purpose. I'm sorry, cows.
Didn't take very long for us to murder cows.
No. Job is complete. We'll have to get some more dirt for that.
Yep. I'll go grab some.
Okay. Yeah, grab a bunch. I mean, this place is pretty hollowed out from when we had Dumbo down here.
That is true. Who still has been in his cage this entire time.
Who's been in his cage since, what, episode 1 of the season?
No, it wasn't episode 1.
This poor elephant has been in there for so long, months upon months, without being fed. Phil has neglected his elephant.
That is because tigers will eat him, and I'm scared to take him out because he is precious to me. Tigers ate Dumbo 1. I don't want to lose Dumbo 2.
Has been neglecting the hell out of his elephant. Let's throw some dirt in there. Okay, so the question becomes, oh no, don't bring that dirt away. Come back here.
I'm going to grab something. Well, I'm putting the chest that had all of the deviating lily seeds in here. So that it's not sitting out front anymore. Even though we will need to figure out what we're doing with deviating lily seeds. Because they make great dyes.
For dyes, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and I now have a whole bunch of black ones. So.
Now that we don't need them at the moment.
Exactly.
Okay, so I think the first. I don't know if we want to fill in all of it. We want to kind of make it not feel. We want to make it feel natural.
Sucky.
More natural. We could get rid of these water pods. I don't know why we had those there.
For the deviating lilies, I used to have a whole bunch of them. And they only grow next to water.
We can worry about the grass after we figure out our pathway, which I don't think we're going to want to have as straight lined as we have it now. I think we'll want to kind of have it twist and turn a little bit. You know what we're going to do? Let's do this, Phil. Let's break all of these. Kind of start from scratch. We'll leave that one there because we know this is up towards where we want it to be.
This is now going to be a 3-wide staircase, by the way.
I approve of that.
Odd
numbers, Phil.
Yeah, I figured you would approve.
We've done far too much in our base that was not odd numbered, and it ultimately turned out terrible. Well, not terrible. It was good still.
It made for difficult planting.
It could have been better if it was even. It was odd numbered, not even numbered. But yeah, it made for a lot of difficult plans. Okay, so
do you need anything other than dirt while I'm in here?
I think you should start. Okay, so what do you feel, Fibble? How are you feeling with our pathway? What I'm kind of feeling a
As
little
far
bit
as these bricks, or where pathing?
in general, just the path, the bricks, the pathway.
I
Um,
say we wing it.
what I'm kind of thinking is ultimately we'll have a 3 wide path. We'll have the path itself be slabs, and then the kind of the borders be well, not right there, but
So it's 5 wide with
it'd be
3
5
wide
wide
being
with
slabs.
3 wide and slabs in the middle. So mobs won't spawn on the middle pathway, and even we could just have grass as the fifth, the first and fifth blocks of it.
I could be okay with that.
But that's kind of what I was thinking is kind of we use slabs as the pathway, and it's kind of we can kind of not do like right angles, but like have kind of like a twisty turny kind of path to it. I'm thinking maybe we could use stone slabs. Those look pretty good, or we could do a wood slab. Maybe maybe an oak slab.
There goes this way.
Um,
Well, are we wanting it to match any of our base
But
or our house
that
colors?
comes into that's the question. Do we want to have it match our base? Do we want to have it kind of grays to be
I
earthy
would say
tone?
grays. I like grays. Let's try stone.
Okay, so let's go with a stone slab for the pathway, and then we can go with maybe use grass as the kind of the rim for it. How much stone do we have? Oh, we have a lot of stone.
We should have a fair amount.
We have six. Oh no, that's a lot less than I anticipated. For all that cobblestone we have.
A stone block takes so long to mine.
Okay, I've got a ton of slabs. It's because you're not supposed to mine it. Why don't you use your laser? Like
Because I
low
don't
focus. Just look up in the air.
Is it M? Ah, there we go. There we go. I remember now.
Low focus. There you go. See, easy peasy. I say just fill it in. We'll
Well, I was just stubbing it out because
no. We don't want to have right angles. Just fill it in, and we'll.
Well, no. I was just stubbing this little part out so that you could start throwing stone down.
Oh, okay. We'll want a slab or a staircase right here probably just to go up to here, but kind of thinking something along the lines of.
So I need to go make stone stairs, or are we wanting to do the wood stairs?
There's no stone stairs.
So wood stairs.
I guess it depends on what we want to.
Well, I have wood, so
We could try wood. I mean, it wouldn't look terrible. I want it to kind of feel like a sort of like a natural pathway, so it's not like perfectly straight right angles or something like that, but it's got
that's fine.
it's got curves to it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of I think what the base path to it was going to be. If we throw some curves in here. Real paths have curves, Phil. That's all you know.
All paths are beautiful.
All paths are beautiful.
No. Take this one out. This one needs to go over here.
A lot of the way we work, it's trial and error, and what feels. We go for the feels.
Kick them right in the fields.
Yep.
Just seems wide, but I think if we get a liner block to the side of it, it'll feel better.
Yeah.
And
I
then
mean, if anything, we can raise and lower this floor as well. Like have bits and pieces of this floor lower than the rest of it. So it's like, instead of just having a flat path here, it kind of goes up and down.
So we need the pathway that comes to down here. To at least here.
Oh, we will have to build a pathway over here.
But it's this line here. Where the... I need to put some cobblestone on my bar. So we're going to want those. Now you're going straight on me.
I don't know if it's completely bad in some situations. I mean, we could always do like this, maybe.
I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, that's not bad. And then we can worry about the this pathway at another time. Or we can go with that. That works too.
Oh, just so we have that there.
Now the question becomes: do we want a kind of just a grass outline or another block?
I feel like we want another block.
That's what I'm kind of thinking. Something that complements maybe
this white.
The bald cypress wouldn't be terrible. Actually, the red, the Japanese maple wouldn't be terrible either. What could we do? Let's go look at our blocks we have.
I do know a few things that we can do that will look great. Great.
Okay, I've got a few options laid down.
Okay, I will be out in 1 second.
At least a few options that I could initially think of that could be possibly interesting.
Okay, I have far too much garbage in my inventory.
That's an easy task to have.
Okay. Oof, I like the leafage.
We could always have something under the leaves. Maybe the oak planks under the leaves. So let's say we did something like this. And we fill all this other stuff back in with dirt, ultimately grass. Or we could put glowstone under it to have it as a lit path.
Well, so what I was thinking for the lightage. We give it a shot.
Here, let me leave that.
See, I almost feel like this dirt along here. Oh, 1, 2 deep. We should take out and just at least have a one wide gap the whole way.
Ooh, I like these.
Or we make more of the iron lamps that we have on the base. I know they take like a butt ton of iron, and hang those from those poles.
I think we have a bunch of iron.
We should have a fair amount.
24 blocks. Not as much as I thought.
We can go mine more. We have a ton of dust that needs to still be smelted up.
All right. So what do you think of these leaves? If we were to put either glowstone underneath them, which one of them doesn't have glowstone under it, but you get the idea.
So tell me what you think about this instead. Let me.
Oh boy.
Is there supposed to be a pathway there?
Yep, right there. Ooh, you're tickling my fancy right now.
If we do leaves, we have to tie in leaves.
I was to say that because that would fit really well with the base. Okay, now put the Japanese maple leaves on top of the planks. The question becomes: do we want to have it on top of something like glowstone, Have it on top of something like planks. Ooh, I like that. Kind of just little bits of height variation within the pathway.
Yeah, so like on some of the corners, we put that one there.
Ooh, ooh, Phil, you tickled my fancy.
Ooh la la. Because it matches with the rest of the theme throughout the base.
Mm-hmm. So are you thinking glowstone on top of glowstone kind of thing?
I don't know that it really matters what we put the other stuff on top of.
I think the big thing with glowstone is it's going to act as a light source as well. So,
So
we're going to have
do we
less...
do glowstone or do we do inverted white lamps?
I don't know. It's hard to say when it's daytime. You could do it on... You could tease it on that side. I ran out of glowstone anyways, but... I don't know about the white lamps. I'm not sure.
The glowstone just doesn't seem to fit with the rest of our...
You don't really see the glowstone too much. It kind of blends in with it.
Kind of. I would be okay with glowstone if you opt to choose glowstone.
It's hard to say in the daytime. I think in nighttime it would be a little bit easier to see.
Of course, the one time the server is not nighttime
is when we want it. Probably not even anywhere near close to nighttime.
So before we decide on that, let's figure out where we want the rest of these logs if we want to do that.
Probably every little.
There, I threw some behind you. I think we'll want to set right here.
Probably one in that corner.
Oops.
All right. Well, to avoid kind of just randomness to this, we'll do a quick cut and show you our progress when we get a good feel to this. So we'll be right back.
And it's night.
Yeah, we'll get it. We'll be right back. All right. So we're back. We've done a little bit of work here, and it has turned out far better than we probably could have expected, at least initially. We do have ourselves I guess first pass path.
Yeah.
We have the what's this, Japanese maple leaves on top of glowstone. Some of these have not been glowstoned yet, just because
we gotta go far more.
We have to go get some more glowstone, but
glowstone is the worst.
We have the general path set up. We did a little bit of terraforming around the general edges as well, and overall, I think it looks pretty awesome. It fits with the base really well. I like it.
I like it. And then where the gravel goes into the center, there is plans for a fountain, but that'll be worked on.
Yeah, we'll have to
in between now and next episode, probably.
Yeah, probably between that time, we'll do a little bit of terraforming of this. We'll put a fountain in there. And speaking of next episode, I don't think we really discussed what our plans were for episode releases.
As far as when?
Yeah.
Nope.
So the plan is we're gonna do, instead of a 2 a week, we're gonna drop it down to one a week. Every Thursday, ideally, we'll have an episode out. That will give us a little bit more time to prep and kind of be in better shape for the next episode versus kind of feeling rushed when it came to things. So our new goal is every Thursday for an episode, but we'll see how things go.
Yeah.
Anything else you can think of, Piffle?
Give us your feedback on what you think of the path.
Yep. But that is going to do it for today, everyone. Thanks for joining, as always. This is Rock.
And Biffle.
And we'll catch you guys next time. Bye.
Bye. I was trying to shoot you with a laser.